mustache.
Yes.
Tell us more about that. How did that come into play? It was your decision, I heard?
Okay, it was like partially my decision. Like in season 2, I grew out this pube stash, and I was like, hey, do you want to maybe do this in the show? And she was like, no. And so I was like, okay. And then I came back from India with like a full beard because I just never shaved. And she was like, okay, do you want to try out the mustache now? I'm like, sure. And so I shaved exactly like Doc Holliday's stash, and I had to have that for like 4 months in Calgary. It made for the most awkward interactions because Tim and I go to breakfast all the time. And so people were thinking this is like some sort of statement. Not sure if we're together or like best friends or like, it was a lot of confusion.
Do you think Jeremy's waiting just on the edge of his seat for Doc to say something about the mustache and he just never will?
Yes, that is the running joke of this season. No one says anything. It's amazing. Yeah.
Are we going to learn a little bit more about Jeremy's abilities in this season?
You will definitely see his abilities. To what extent and how they address it, I think you just got to leave it open to see what you guys will see. Yeah.
How much did you were surprised by what you learned about it? Like, did you know everything going in? Or?
No, that's the funny thing about it. It's like we get the script and we have no idea what the next episode is going to entail or what kind of like backstory perhaps we have.
Yeah.
I did have like discussions with Emily a lot about it, but at the same time it's whatever the plot kind of needs, where does it fit in, so it just changes all the time. Like tomorrow Jeremy could be riding the mechanical bull drunk. Like I'd be like, yeah, I guess that's what he'd do. I don't know. You know, you'd like justify it somehow.
Are there any fun behind the scenes moments that you can talk about, like something hilarious stories?
Let's see what comes to mind. I think like the potato stuff is very funny. Like, wow. The potato stuff is the best. Honestly, it made us laugh a lot in the read-through when we were shooting it, when it was happening. It becomes a central character, so I'm very excited for you guys to see it.
I know Emily was a little upset that people like the potato better than Way Hot being addressed. How do you feel? Do you think potato?
I'm all Way Hot, but I'm also all potato, so it's a hard fight. It was just like, I don't know if she told you the story of it, like in the writer's room someone just pitched a potato, like they put it as a placeholder for a joke, and they're like, let's write an episode around this. So it's perfect.
We heard that this season has a lot to do with food.
Yes. Oh yes, there is a theme of food. That's a good point. I don't know what the deal with that is. There is like a little arc centers around food. So look out for that. Yeah.
What about a possible romance for Jeremy? Because, I don't know, there's something there for,
I think he's looking, Whether he finds someone is, we'll see.
Do you think Jeremy and Doc maybe?
He wishes. No. I think you get to really see Doc become kind of an older brother to Jeremy this season, which is very sweet. And his crush is still there, but it's like, now it's like a mentor-mentee relationship. Yeah, it becomes really beautiful.
Is there anyone else Jeremy's going to be really close to this season that might surprise us?
Yes.
Any hints?
No.
A new character?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
a new character.
A new character, yeah.
How's Jeremy's relationship with Mama Earp?
I think Jeremy is quite skeptical of what Mama Earp's kind of motives are, or like what is driving Mama Earp, but also he doesn't really have a place to say much because it's complete family drama. Yes.
Are we going to see you doing more like action scenes out in the field, slow-mo badass walk?
I know, you thought like a hint of it when I shot Bobo Del Rey, but no, he still doesn't know what he's doing. So yeah, he's still a bit confused. It's only been 4 months. I think he's fired a gun once. So yeah.
Are you as excited as everyone else has been so far today about the upcoming episode 2, Leg?
Oh my God. Yeah, what have people been saying about episode 2? Because episode 2 is it's a game changer.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
special, ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it, hate it.
It
at the same time.
rewrites the rules. That's what I think is the best way to put it. Yeah.
Do you normally get surprised by the scripts?
Yeah. Like every time, like occasionally they'll throw in just like kind of fun episodes,
Yeah.
and so that's like always like pleasurable to read. And then like another episode will be like that most heavy plot thing ever, and we're like, oh, I could never predict that. Tim and I talk a lot about all the episodes. Like we dissect every detail because we like nerd out over it. We love the world just as much as Emily loves writing it. So it's super fun to see where these characters go. Is this what we thought for them? Is this not what we thought? Why is this happening? You know, it's great. Yeah.
No. I was just gonna mention that about the potato. There's this shirt on Redbubble that has all of your characters, but as potatoes, and even like Doc's little mustache. and
Oh
everything.
yeah, I think I saw that.
It's so cool. How do you feel about like the art and just everything that fans do with their commitment, Twitter?
Oh
everything
my
like that?
god, yeah. I haven't talked about the fans much. The fans are the best part of the show. Like it makes this show so rewarding. I don't know. I love doing it. Yeah. Love hanging